I did not want to make this video, man. What's good with y'all, man? It's Jim here, back here with another one. UFC 279 was a banger. Every fight I enjoyed, top to bottom, from the prelims to the main event. I enjoyed thoroughly. I like this card a lot. And as crazy as it may sound, if Khamzat Chimaev did miss weight, we probably wouldn't have got this banger of a card. I'm not gonna lie. But let's get right into it. First fight I want to go over: Chris Barnett versus Jay Collier. Chris Barnett fucking comes out, fucking gets his eyes shut. I think one of his nerves got pinched on the left side of his face. In the first round, he got absolutely mauled. It almost got finished. He comes out in the second round, drops Jay Collier because Jay Collier emptied the gas tank trying to finish him. And he goes out there and fucking KOs him and gets the win. Fucking crazy fight. If you did not see that fight live, it's not gonna hit the same. I'm telling you. If you haven't seen that fight yet, go watch that fight, because it's not gonna hit the same. You gotta like that. It was crazy. And the next fight, Macy Chiasson versus Irene Aldana. Another crazy fight. Now, usually when women's fights come on a main card, many people go break time. It's intermission time. Let me go use the restroom type shit. And honestly, surprisingly, this was a real good fight. Macy Chiasson is from the same city I'm from, so obviously I'm biased and rooting for her. But she, first round she came out, she got dominated. Then second round comes out, she dominates Aldana, controls her well on the ground, gets some ground and pound shots off, looked pretty good. Third round, it looks like she was going to do the same thing she did in the second round, until she gets up, right, to let Aldana up. Aldana hits her with an up kick straight to the liver, shuts her whole body down, fight's over. Fucking crazy, bro. that is the theme of this card. Fucking crazy. From Thursday to now, that's been the theme of this card. Fucking crazy. And let's get into the Li Jingliang Daniel Rodriguez fight. He was robbed. Li Jingliang, I'm speaking on. He countered D-Rod a lot. Rodriguez literally had no answer. He literally was just throwing jabs out there and just getting constantly countered. He didn't have anything for the Leech. The Leech was kicking his body, constantly countering him, throwing the jab, using his footwork. The Leech looked fucking beautiful. And he would have fucked Tony up. I'm not gonna lie. He would have really fucked Tony up. Yeah. Looking at that, he would have fucked Tony up. Well, we're gonna talk about Tony later. But he won a 29-20 split decision. Daniel Rodriguez and whatever the fuck, I forget, D-Rod, fuck, that's what we're gonna call him. I'm not good with names, alright? All he did the whole fight was throw jabs and get countered. And I heard reports that his left hand was broken. Shout out to Tony. Tony mentioned that, and then I looked it up, and a couple other people were talking about it. So I mean, it's like, bruh, and you go out there and he wins a 29-20. I hope the Leash and his team, they try to get that overturned, because that's complete bullshit that he lost that fight. But honestly, before I get on to the next fight, nobody on this card lost stock but the next person I'm about to talk about. He was the only person who lost any type of stock on this card. But shout out to the Leash, man. I feel sorry for him, because all the things he went through this week, the new suit, he looked clean in the suit, the opponent switch, and now him getting fucking robbed. It hasn't been a good week for him. Next up, we got Khamzat Chimaev versus Kevin Holland. I do not want to talk about this fight. Khamzat Chimaev misses weight by 7.5 pounds. He gets Kevin Holland, who's probably going to rehydrate to like 180 something. Khamzat's going to rehydrate to damn near close to 200. It was a fucking mismatch from the beginning, because if you really think about it, Kevin Holland actually fucked himself over by accepting his fight, whether it's 5 rounds or not. He was preparing for Daniel Rodriguez, who's a striker. He's a purebred striker with slick jiu-jitsu. He's not somebody who's gonna shoot takedowns or something. He was prepared for a striker, and the UFC said, hey, well, guess what, buddy? You got a fucking wrestler now. Good luck. He was fucked from the beginning, right? The fight starts. Kevin Holland puts up his hand, and what does Khamzat Chimaev do? He fake glove touches him, shoot the takedown. I will say this, for somebody who really, it looks like he didn't grapple at all this fucking camp, his scrambles were fucking crazy. Kevin Holland was speaking about. He was rolling around, getting up. His guard was active, but he made one simple mistake. He gets on his hands and knees. He doesn't allow Khamzat to get his back. He really, honestly, defense outside of the Dars, defensively, Kevin Holland did a real good job. I don't think people are talking about that enough. Outside of that Dars, he defended pretty much everything Khamzat had for him. I mean, Khamzat was taking him down, but he was scrambling, getting right back up. He was very active off his back, and that's grueling for the guy on top because you're constantly getting them down and they're scrambling, getting right back up. That's demoralizing. I'm not gonna lie, unless you're Kobe Covington, well, that's cardio for days. But he made a mistake. He doesn't allow Khamzat to get his back right. He tries to get up and he goes right into a fucking dart. He shoots right into a Dars. He shoots directly into a Dars. Well, first off, this is how it really happened, right? So he scrambles, he tries to get up, gets in the guillotine. Then he defends the guillotine. Then he's on, I believe he's in backside. Khamzat tries to get his back, he can't get it, so he goes for the Dars. It looks like Holland's gonna get out of the Dars until he's not out of the Dars and he taps. If Kevin Holland would have got out of that Dars, I think Khamzat would have lost. Because Khamzat expanded a lot of energy in the first fucking 90 seconds trying to get him down. But this not a game of what ifs. It didn't happen, all right? Khamzat got the win. He's a heel or whatever now. And I mean, hey, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not into the whole. I'm not into Khamzat anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I was starting to like him until he pulled this. He did this. He missed weight by 7 net. Like, you can't do shit like this and then get on a mic. And then what makes it even worse, he gets on. I'm gonna make this a separate video, but he gets on a mic and he talks about the UFC. They send Doc, like he just made himself look completely worse. I don't want to say what I want to say now because I gotta get to the main event. But like I said, bro, Kevin Holland didn't lose any stock. He's unranked at welterweight. He just fought the number 3 welterweight on fucking 1 day's on 1 day's notice, and he got paid for it. So it's really he didn't lose technically. He got money out of it. The only person who lost stock was Khamzat, which I'm gonna talk about later. Tony Ferguson, my favorite fighter, and Nate Diaz fight. And the first round was pretty competitive. This whole fight was competitive. It got sloppy towards like the end of the second, middle of the second round. It got very sloppy, but this first round was super competitive. The only kick Nate Diaz checked this entire fight, the one check kick cuts open Tony's shin. It literally was shin to shin. It cuts open Tony's shin, and Tony, being the fucking madman he is, was still kicking with that same leg. Nigga's a madman. So that happens in the first round. Second round comes out, pretty much doing the same thing. Tony jabbing him up, using leg kicks, body kicks, teeps. He's doing the same thing, pressuring Nate, not allowing Nate to back him up. The third round comes out, he's doing the same thing. He's really kicking Nate's legs to the point where Nate turns around, he backs up on the cage. I thought Nate did this. He said, fuck that shit, man. Because Tony hit him with a real good leg kick. You heard it. And Nate felt that motherfucker. Nate said, hold on now. Damn, that bitch hurt Tony. Damn, you gonna do that to me? He said, fuck this shit. I thought he was gonna quit. I'm like, oh shit, Nate Diaz just quit. I'm like, oh nah, Nate, you can't go out like that. Then he got back in. I'm like, okay, good. And then the end of the round, he put the pressure on Tony. He's hurting Tony, getting him, bing, 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 bing. He hitting his ass, getting him out of there. And then what does Nate Diaz do in Nate Diaz style? What do he say, man? Oh, so you're a wrestler now. You do not shoot takedowns on Nate Diaz, man. You're going to get put in a submission. And the way he got Tony in that submission, it was like second nature. I think if Khamzat would have shot on me, probably would have got him in the guillotine. but it was second nature. The minute Tony shot, he was in the guillotine. You know what I'm saying? He gets him in the guillotine, you know, flexes on him, gets Tony out of there. Tony looked horrible. Nate looked horrible. They both look horrible, but it was a Legends fight, so I really can't shit on too much. Tony Ferguson needs to retire. I cried a little bit. I didn't cry too much. Not as much as I did when he got knocked out by Chandler. Cried a little bit. Because if he would have retired, I would have been balling up. He needs to retire. I don't want to see him fight again. He looked horrible. He looked better in terms of like his physique and health. I don't want him to see. I don't want to see him fight again. He lost to Nate Diaz. No disrespect to Nate, but Nate doesn't give a fuck about fighting anymore. And he was getting boxed and pieced. And I'm gonna say this. Man, let me retract that statement, because Nick and Nate, they may not give a fuck about MMA, but those motherfuckers can box. Them motherfuckers can throw combos. They boxing is fucking crispy. Even when Nick fought Robbie, Nick's boxing was fucking amazing, and so was Nate's. But like Tony, come on, man. That's 5 in a row for Tony. I don't want to see Tony fight again. The UFC is going to have to cut Tony, because he's going to keep fighting until he's ready to start. Tony Ferguson, I hope the UFC learns. Do not allow Tony Ferguson to become the next BJ Penn. Because the same thing that's happening to Tony is kind of happening to what happened with BJ Penn. To a certain extent, Tony was on a 12-fight win streak. BJ Penn was welterweight and lightweight champion. He won both at one time, and then he just went on the fucking decline. That's what happened with Tony. He's going on his 12-fight win streak, and now he's on the fucking decline, and he's going to fight and fight and fight and fight until the UFC says, okay, you can't fight anymore. You're retired. And then when he retired, like, fuck, I don't want to fight anymore anyway. And I don't want that to happen with Tony. They need to nip this shit in the butt now. He needs to be retired and done. I don't want to see him fight anymore. I don't. Ever. All right. But that's pretty much my thoughts on the whole card. Card was amazing. Another fight that I thoroughly enjoyed was on the prelims as well. It was Norman Dumont versus what's the girl's name? The pro boxer. The pro boxer came into MMA. I really like that fight as well. But y'all let me know down below in the comments what y'all thought about UFC 279. I'll see y'all next time, man. Y'all boys, stay up, stay blessed. It's been JMA with another one. Do something productive with your day, BD or me. It's not productive. See y'all boys next time. It's been JMA and I'm out. Peace.